What if you had someone on your team whose only job was tracking your competitors and turning all of that information into reports that sales, marketing, and product can actually use? Hey there, I'm West. I lead product at Gamut. We're an agent building platform for ambitious teams looking to punch above their weight. And here's how you can use Gamut to build a competitor tracking agent in just a few minutes. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is create a new agent. And once I'm in my new agent, I typically like to select a more powerful model once I'm building the agent out versus when I'm actually running the agent. You can use a much lighter weight, more cost-effective model. As you notice here, we have lots of models to choose from, both from OpenAI and Anthropic, and much more coming soon. So because we already use this agent internally and I'm sharing it with you guys, I've actually exported this as a template, which is a really awesome feature of Gamut agents. They're extremely shareable. And so here I can actually just import my agent template. I'm going to select the competitor watch template and I'm going to click import to get started. And it's going to kick off an onboarding experience that we designed to make it easy for this agent to be set up for anyone in their specific application. So you can see that the agent is introducing itself, telling you a little bit about what this agent is going to do. And its first question is, what should we call it? Competitor watch looks good to us. So competitor watch looks good. Our company name is Gamut and the website is gamut.so. And you can see again here, it's going to be researching our company. It's going to build that watch list. We're going to choose how we want it to report and track and what we want it to track, and then a little bit of configuration at the end. So right now it's learning our company by using the browser to go research our website and learn as much as it can about our company, and that's going to come back, make sure that what it's learned is correct before going and looking for competitors. Okay, so it's done researching and you can see it's described a little bit about Gamut. I'd say that's pretty good. And so now it's going to ask if I got that right, or if it got that right, and if there's anything I missed. Looks good to me. So now that we've locked in our positioning here, it's going to go research relevant competitors for us. All right, so it looks like it's done researching here. Let's take a look at some of the competitors it listed out. So Gumloop, Lindy, Relevance, Zapier Agents, Make IA Agents. Yeah, so it looks like it's leaning a little bit more towards the old school automation workflow competitors. I think there's a lot of newer ones that we are much more relevant and competitive with. So I'm going to add those now. Looks okay, but we should also add Claude Cowork and OpenAI Codex. All right, so now that I've given it a little bit of an update and a little bit of steering, it's going to go finish up that research and start building out our competitor research list. Okay, so amazing. Now that it knows all the competitors, it went and decided which pages that it should track and keep tabs on, which is probably where most of the changes are going to occur in terms of news or updates from those companies. So you can see their change logs, their pricing pages, their product pages, all that sort of stuff. So this is the extensive list that this agent just built out of all the pages that it's going to watch for us. Now it's asking, should we watch all these pages? Looks good to me. Okay, so now that it's populated its database of all of our competitors and what to watch, it wants to ask, or wants to know basically what should it be watching, what sort of parameters or categories should it be watching for the competitors that we might care about for our business across pricing, product and product launches, news, changelog, etc. So for us, I'm just going to say we want to track, let's track pricing changes, product and product launches, funding, and hiring signals. Cool. So now that it's tracking those sort of categories for our competitors, it also wants to know if it should be tracking just more market or industry general news. And I think that would be super helpful because not only do I want to know what's going on with our competitors, but just more broadly what's happening in the space. Yeah, pick the 5 most relevant items that you think would be great for us. Cool. So now that it knows what it should track and how it should track it, it's asking, basically, how often do you want this to run? And for us, I think we want it to be a weekly digest, anything we should include or exclude, and where should I keep the baseline snapshots. So in this case, it's built out a dashboard for us, and this comes with the template, so you can track it directly in the app, which I'll show you in a moment. If for some reason you wanted to track it in a Google spreadsheet or a Notion doc, because that's where your team works and there's more information that you want to co-locate with that, it can absolutely connect to those tools. For this use case, we're just going to have it track in the dashboard itself. Run this weekly every morning at 9 a.m. on Mondays. No other sources to always include or exclude, and let's just do this in, let's just track this in our competitor watch dashboard that you've already built. No need to connect an external tool. Okay, so now it's here just confirming everything, what we're calling it, what the company is, all the companies that it's going to be tracking for us, when it's going to run this, and also whether or not we want to post to Slack as a digest, and that's about it. Now that I've confirmed everything looks good, it's going to kind of finalize the entire configuration and get everything set up. Looks like I missed the step here to connect Slack, so I'm actually just going to ask it, I want to send a digest to Slack and connect that. Can you connect to Slack and send a weekly digest there as well? Okay, great. So I asked it to target the Market Watch channel for sending the digests, and now it's just asking me to connect my Slack, which I'm going to do now. Okay, so it looks like the agent is done building and doing the first pass of research across all of our competitors in our market. So it should be every Monday morning running that same exact job to research all of our competitors, see what's changed from the week before, give us updates in the dashboard, as well as send us a digest in Slack. So let's go look at the dashboard and see what that looks like. Cool. So you can see all the competitors that it mentioned are now listed here in our database. Again, this is an agentic app, so I can add a competitor, which is going to update the agent and let it know, so that agent will go do all the things that it needs to do behind the scenes to make sure that we're now tracking that competitor across different categories and pages, etc. If I want to just run the scan now across all of our industries, that will kick off the agent to do that simply by clicking this button here. Of course, you can also chat with the agent directly by starting a new session. But as you can see, we've got lots of incredible intel on all of our competitors here, and we get a feed every week of what's changed across all the different categories that we want to track, as well as what's relevant. So pretty powerful, built in a few minutes, definitely helping us punch above our weight as a small team at Gamut, and hopefully this will help you as well. Comment below for the template, and I will DM you the template.